Ex-CIA analyst Larry Johnson has gone on record, stating unequivocally that Ukraine could not have conducted the recent massive drone strike on its own. He asserts that the operation bears all the hallmarks of a CIA and/or British MI6 operation. By now, the world has taken note of Ukraine's unprecedented assault using killer drones that struck Russian airfields housing nuclear-capable bombers in Siberia and other locations deep within the Russian heartland. According to mainstream media narratives, the attack took over 18 months to plan and was personally overseen by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. However, Johnson flatly rejects this, arguing that someone like Zelensky, whose past includes acting and performing homoerotic dance routines, lacks the military background and strategic acumen for such a sophisticated operation. Initial reports claimed the strike destroyed 41 Russian aircraft, roughly 34% of the country's fleet of strategic bombers. But other sources, including former British diplomat Alistair Crook, put the number closer to 7 bombers, approximately 5% of Russia's total fleet. Predictably, Western media uncritically regurgitate figures from Kyiv, rarely cross-referencing them with Russian accounts. Regardless of the actual numbers, the attack stands as a major propaganda win for Ukraine and a significant intelligence failure for Russia. That said, Johnson emphasizes that this operation won't change the trajectory of the war, which has been leaning in Russia's favor for some time. One of the biggest unresolved issues remains the potential involvement of U.S. intelligence agencies. Officially, President Trump was not briefed on the operation. However, that doesn't eliminate the possibility of U.S. involvement. Speaking with Judge Andrew Napolitano, Johnson noted that the U.S. government often maintains plausible deniability for such high-stakes operations, particularly those occurring far from the front lines, in this case about 2,700 miles inside Russian territory. Given that Ukraine is serving as a NATO proxy in its war against Russia, Johnson argued that it is highly likely that U.S. and/or British intelligence services had a role in planning and executing the strike. "I guarantee you," Johnson said, "at least one, if not more officers, within the Central Intelligence Agency knew about this and may have even been involved with the planning for it and the operation of it." When Napolitano pressed him on how confident he was that CIA, MI6, or even Israel's Mossad might have been involved, Johnson didn't hesitate. 100%. Just the operations of initiating, of turning the drones on. Think of the process. You've got them hidden under this roof, so the roof has to open up. That requires an external command. The reports are they were using the Russian phone network. Maybe, but I think Starlink, Elon Musk's operation, was involved with this as well. You can't rule out satellite communications as a source of overhead imagery. Hey, it was reported, and I see no confirmation of it, that U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was watching the attack in real time, which means he absolutely knew it was coming on. Johnson's remarks raise serious questions about who is truly directing U.S. foreign policy and military operations. If his claims are accurate, the president may be unaware of clandestine operations occurring under his administration's watch, or he is aware and complicit, which destroys any credibility he may have as a neutral actor in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. According to Johnson, this escalation could provoke Russia into removing its diplomatic constraints and reacting with overwhelming force. If this continues, we may be heading toward a direct military confrontation not just with Russia, but eventually with China, Iran, and North Korea as well. The potential for a full-scale global conflict is becoming more tangible by the day. The global elite, whom Johnson refers to as Luciferians, are allegedly driving this chaos. Their ultimate goal, to usher in the so-called Great Reset, transition the world into a fully digital, globally surveilled dystopia powered by artificial intelligence. Pray for peace. Prepare for war. The stakes have never been higher.